Hello, my name is Brittany D. I am a psychic medium and spiritual teacher. My divine purpose is to assist in the expansion of the collective consciousness and to help you become more connected with the divine. This is a space to remember all that you truly are and ignite the possibilities of your highest potential. Hello, hello, hello. I am so grateful to have you here with me in this present now moment. Today, I want to talk about the abundance code. This is something that I just found for myself over the last year, and now that I know it's magic, I have to share. I absolutely have to share, and the divine is pushing me to do so. The abundance code is something that is residing within your being. It's something that's existing within you and has always been there. It is essentially who you are. Now, I know this might be a little bit hard to understand, but abundance is part of who you are because what's dwelling within you, your life force energy, is spirit. And spirit is expansive, unconditional love. And it's infinite. The potential is never ending and endless. And it's full. It's whole and it's abundant. And that same energy is what exists in you. At your core, you are whole, you are sacred, and you are abundant. And that is not limited. You are abundant in anything and everything, which includes money. And I really feel so pulled to talk about this as a spiritual teacher because I really feel like in the spiritual community, we are shamed if we want lots of money, if we desire to have lots of money or lots of things or luxury things or whatever we want. There's this taboo with being humble. You have to be humble if you're a spiritual person. And that's not true. Your innate state, your true state of being is abundant. It's not small, it's big, and it's expansive. And it's free to take up space in any aspect of this reality that it wants. And so if you want and you desire money, you are no less than. You are safe to desire more money. You are safe to desire more things or more abundance. And you are no one is better than you because they don't desire those things. Doesn't make you any less than. It doesn't make you any worse, or you're not a good spiritual practitioner, or you're not a good healer, or you're not a good teacher. None of those things are true. Whatever you want, whatever your desires are, Spirit Source is ready to meet them. But you have to align with it. You have to make the decision. You have to be the one to own it and say, yes, I do want more money, or yes, I do want more things, or yes, I do want a bigger house, or whatever it may be. And then go through the journey of what it takes to actually believe that you deserve it and that you're worthy of it. And it will every time make its way into your reality if you truly believe it in the bottom of your heart, and everything else before it is cleared and moved out of the way and you've worked through it. It's aligning with who you truly are at your core. You are abundant at your core. And so I want to tell you guys about a course that I'm running. I'm honestly so incredibly honored to be in the position that I am with the knowledge that I have to be able to offer this to people. This abundance code, it's a sacred initiation to your true state of being, to being unlimited, to being worthy, so worthy of anything that you want. And that includes money. You're allowed to have as much money as you want. It is the beliefs that we have been told and we have been programmed that keep us from this true state of being, this truth that is within you, that you are abundant and you are allowed to have anything that you want. So I want to do my best to help you as much as I can through this episode, but also feel free to look into the course. I'll drop the link below, and I'm sure I'll share some details at the end of this. But if even you can just gain something from this episode, like, I want to ignite this abundance in every single being that I come across, because it's your fucking divine birthright. It is your birthright, and every single one of us can access it, and it doesn't take away from anyone else. It's part of being the infinite being that you are. And so if I can ignite that even just a little bit, if I can plant just a little bit of a seed here right now, oh, what an honor, truly. So let's talk about money beliefs. First off, why is abundance related to money? Why abundance and money aren't the same thing? The reason why the portal to abundance and all the money you desire and all the things that you desire and the life that you desire and all the dreams that you want is through your money beliefs is because primarily all of your traumas that you have had that have made you feel lack, that have made you feel scarcity, that have made you feel fearful, are from money experiences, money traumas. And so your money traumas can become the portal which you enter and reflect and heal and clear and transmute and alchemize into your abundance. And that can come in the form of whatever abundance you desire. And that money, if you want money, or jewels, or crystals, or a family, or, your partner, or it doesn't matter, whatever you desire. Your money traumas create the portal, because that is where the main times where you were told that you can't have that, or that we don't have enough for that, or there's not enough, this lack, this scarcity, that's not real, guys. Do deer feel like they aren't going to get all of the air that they need, all the water that they need, all of the food that they need? No, they just go get it, because they know that's part of this life. It's like every animal on this planet doesn't fear if it's, yes, they hunt. Yes, they go get their food. You're still going to have to go get it. But do they fear that they're not going to have enough? Like, no, that is a program. That is a program of the Matrix. And they have been planting this into our brains since we were so young. If any of you guys remember the game Musical Chairs. Musical Chairs is when there was so many people and there was so many chairs in the center, except there would be one less chair. And so you'd be going around the circle, and then you would have to sit or whatever when the music stopped. And someone would be left out. There would be someone that didn't get a chair. And so then as the game went on, as they kept taking chairs, you kept leaning in just a little bit closer to make sure that you got a chair. And if I have to fucking push Sally out the way to get my chair, I'm going to do that. They literally, since we were children, this program, this matrix that we have been in has told us that you have to compete and that there's always going to be a lack. It's always going to be scarce. And so you have to compete for everything that you need and all of your resources. And that's not true. That's not true at all. The divine is infinite. Infinite abundance is always pouring to you. You just have to align you just have to turn to it. That's all you have to do. You have to unwire all of the old shit that they programmed you. And then you have to align yourself with the truth of your being. Tune into your spirit right now, deep within your body. That spirit within you is unlimited. It's infinite. It created universes and continues to expand infinitely at every moment. It does not know scarcity. It does not know lack. This is about coming back to the truth of who you really are at your core. And so I want to explain why these programs and these beliefs that also were not just created in school games and, what we were told, but also in our experiences, because the generations before us were programmed this way. So then they instilled those same things in our experiences and our traumas. And, like when you were told that, we're not going to have enough money this Christmas, or, I need to borrow all of your allowance, because we don't have enough money. And then, your parents never pay you back, or whatever it may be. There's so many traumas that can happen with money, because it's made it into every crack and crevice of our experience. It has gotten everywhere, because that is how the people at the very top that run this world, that's how they keep us enslaved. That's how they keep us in this cycle. That's how they keep power over our lives, is chasing money and chasing money and chasing money and chasing money and chasing money. And then once you stop that cycle, because you turn to align with the infinite abundance that's existing within you, you are more powerful than trillions of dollars. Because you have mentally, emotionally, and spiritually broken yourself out of the matrix. You are no longer enslaved in their program. And spirit will always show up. Spirit always provides if you actually do the work. And so I want to explain as fast as I can why money beliefs are what you need to tackle. Money beliefs are and beliefs with anything, but the beliefs are like the subconscious. It's like the roots of the tree underneath the ground. And then you have the tree that grows upward, right? And it has branches and it has leaves and fruits. And what we have been trained and told is to continue to take action and do things to create more money and more abundance into our life. But that is literally like watering the leaves. You don't water the leaves of a plant. You water the roots. You have to go down into the roots of your money stories and your money traumas and your beliefs about money, and pull them up and address them and transmute them and alchemize them. So that way that belief is replaced with a new belief that I am abundant and I am deserving and I am worthy. And I am successful. I am worthy exactly as I am. You have to change your beliefs. You have to change your beliefs. It is the only way. Now, you still have to do things to contribute, But whenever you begin to choose abundance, when you change those beliefs and you begin to choose abundance in every single moment of every single day, as much as you possibly can, with all the awareness that you have, getting away from the fear, away from the scarcity, away from the lack, into the abundance, into the abundance, into the abundance at every moment, guess what? This universe is a huge mirror. It is responding to your frequency. And if your frequency is in abundance, then guess what you will yield? Abundance. It is a great mirror. Competition and cooperative, being cooperative, are mutually exclusive. So if you are on the new earth, if you're down with the new earth, if you're for freedom, if you're for us working together, if you're for us changing this world into a place where we work together, where there's love, where there's freedom, where there's rights, where we are accessing our infinite potential, our infinite power, then you are working towards cooperation, which is not competition. They both cannot exist in the same space. It's not possible. This is about coming into a state of being where you truly feel and are so abundant that you know that you can work with everyone and everything around you instead of competing with everyone and everyone. Like, really just tap into your true self right now. Like, does competing with your brothers and sisters, all of the other children of God, like, does that actually resonate? No, it's programming, dude. It's what we've been taught. It's what we've been told. And we have come here. We have ascended to this planet to break this, to change this. And this is the work that has to be done in order to get there, guys. Now, I want you to remember your abundant worthiness, your worthiness at your core. Who you really are is so worthy of anything and everything that you desire. The difference between you and a millionaire or, Oprah or anyone that you would consider, successful, whoever pops into your head whenever I say successful, the only difference between you and them is that they have claimed their worthiness. They have said, I know that I am a child of God. I know that this light within me is infinite and abundant, and all of these limitations and all of these fears are programs of the mind. And I know that I can change my mind and I can change my beliefs and I can change this. And then they did it. That is the only difference between you and anyone that you view as successful. The things that make us feel not worthy are a bunch of stories, a bunch of traumas that have happened, a bunch of things that have happened that we have created, that hurt part of us has told us that we're not worthy of that, or we're not allowed to have that because we made this mistake. Like my main trauma with money, which brought me into abundance, was whenever it was 2011, 2012, something like that. And I had no idea that this inner child in me, this poor 18-year-old in me, was so shattered and felt so stupid over her mistake that she made with a pretty big lump sum of money. She made a really poor decision. But that was the level of consciousness that she was at. She just didn't know. So I had to go back and tell her, honey, it's okay. 2020 Brittany can handle money. 2020 Brittany can handle abundance. 2020 Brittany can handle limitlessness. Unlimited abundance. You're okay. Your mistake, what you did, is okay. That doesn't make you or 2020 Brittany any less worthy. The light within you, you enter this world as a beautiful child of God, an innocent baby who is so worthy of anything that it needs. And you leave this world an innocent child of God, deserving of anything that it needs, that it wants or desires. And everything in between, the time that you came to this planet and the time that you leave it, you are worthy of anything you want, need, or desire. It doesn't change. It's not something that you can add to or that you can take away from. Your worthiness is within you at all times, no matter what has happened in your life. And we are all equally worthy. It's just a matter of how much you decide to claim it and shine it. There's no difference between you and me. There's no difference between you and Oprah. There's no difference between you and anyone that you deem successful. They have just decided. That is the only difference. And so at some point, you will. This is the journey of New Earth. And at some point, you will have to decide to listen to that voice of that which you truly are, who you came into this world as. At some point, you are going to have to claim that. Because we are heading into New Earth, which is prosperous and abundant and full of life. So I'm giving you all an opportunity through this course, through this portal, to not only clean up your house and make room for that alignment, make room for spirit, make room to remember who you truly are, but embody it in all of your experience. I know there's a lot of money courses and money mindset strategies and exercises and visualizations and all these things out there, which are really helpful tools. But truly, at least in my opinion, going on the money journey, going on the abundance journey, it is a sacred initiation. It is moving from a state of scarcity and lack and fear and into your truth, who you truly are, which is divine and abundant and sacred and worthy. It's an initiation portal. And I don't understand why there are not, I personally haven't seen healers talking about money or providing spaces for people to move through the portal into abundance. Like, I see a lot of coaches and a lot of, just general mentors. But this is a spiritual journey because it's coming back to your true spirit, your true state of being. So why aren't spiritual teachers talking about this? Why aren't healers guiding people through this? I don't know why, and I trust Spirit's plan, but I know that I am being guided to step up. I am being guided to have the courage. Regardless, I've already caught flack. People already have tried to shame me and tell me, that I need to be humble, or that, especially oh gosh, the thing in the spiritual community about how, it's not okay for you to charge for your gifts or whatever. Oh my gosh, that is the matrix to the core. Let's figure out how to get these spiritual people to stay really small. Let's figure out how to not get these spiritual people to be able to survive on their gifts and thrive on their gifts, so that way their gifts don't take up so much space. No, that is not true at all. You are not any less worthy for charging for your gifts or your services or your offerings. You are not any less worthy for desiring money in exchange for that, for wanting a high ticket exchange for that. If you know what it's worth, if you know what the value is of what your transformation is that you're offering, then yeah, it's worth that. It's such a trap. It's such a game. And I'm so glad that I got out of it. But man, I gotta stop exactly where I am right now. And I gotta put my hand out and I gotta say, hey guys, do you want to come with me? Because I am going either way. I'm going to continue on my abundance journey. I'm going to continue learning more. I'm going to continue expanding and I'm going to continue growing. But a spirit is pushing me to right now, take a pause, stop, put your hand out, help others that were exactly where you were up. And let's freaking go together, man. Let's go together. You are worthy of it. I want to share a quote from a documentary I watched about money. I didn't catch his name, but he said, the more flow, the more abundance. The more abundance, the more peace. The more peace, the more love. With more love, there's more truth. And truth is just nature. So you are abundance. You are abundance. This was such a beautiful quote to me because it leads you on the journey of understanding why you are abundance at your core. This is about feeling joy instead of fear. It's about feeling free instead of caged. It's true liberation, guys. This is about coming home to spirit. And I know that, investing in yourself or taking the leap, it's a step out of your comfort zone. But once you expand, you can't ever go back. Expansion, you can't unknow what you know. Once you expand, that's your new comfort zone. And then you expand, and then that's your new comfort zone. And you keep getting comfortable at new levels, and you just keep taking steps, and you keep expanding, and you keep becoming greater and wider. This can also happen with abundance and with money. And that is why I am guided to offer this course. I am so passionate about this right now and in general because healers need to start doing this work, in my opinion. Healers need to start offering this. We need to get over the taboo about money, it being 2-3D or whatever beliefs. You need to move past that because good people, we need to get money in the hands of good people in this world. We need our people, light workers, warriors, good people of this world. We need the money in their hands so that they have power, so that they are liberated. And it's redistributing it. When you step up and you say, okay, I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to go on the money journey. I'm going to figure this out and I'm going to get abundant as fuck. And then I'm going to take all of the money that I receive and I'm going to pass it on to good people. And then guess what? It keeps rippling outwards because then those good people give their money to good people. And we have the power to do this, guys. Spirit will provide the money. Spirit will provide the abundance. Spirit will provide whatever you want, need, and desire. I want to read a quote from a book called High Energy Money. It's by Cynthia Sue Larson. While it's been long said that emotions are energy in motion, much the same can be said about money. Whenever money flows, there is a lot going on. Whereas wherever money is stuck or not moving, not much is happening. What has not been so well understood is the way we are able to energize money and get it moving for us. This is remembering how powerful you are. This is remembering how you can energize anything with the power of your mind. The power of your mind, your feelings, your state of being, your true beliefs. This is remembering who you are at your core and how incredibly and infinitely powerful that you are. So if you want to join me on this journey, I'm honored and I'm already so excited. All of the beautiful souls that have already signed up are already receiving abundance. And that's the thing that's beautiful about it, is that I did a training for another program. I was featured in his program, and he messaged me today and he screenshotted me one of his students that was in the training, that's in his monthly membership. After Brittany's training, I got confirmed about some fees or something, like she was able to bring money back into her experience. I had another person who was in my workshop, my Money is Sacred workshop. She literally found money the first night of the workshop. And then the second night of the workshop, she got an email the next morning after that night of the workshop, the next morning, about an opportunity to participate in like a flea off market kind of a thing, like a farmer's market, but for creators. And so within a 2-day workshop, money had made it into her reality, cash, the first night, and the second night, an opportunity to make more money. Like, this is an energy of itself. I have just figured out how to align with it, which means that I can be the vessel, the portal in between. It really doesn't have like really much of anything to do with me. The energy of abundance does everything it needs to itself. It provides everything. I'm not the one I didn't send that email. I didn't, put the money in her little shoebox that she found that night. The energy of abundance, it works for itself. You just have to align with it. And there's tools and there's questions and there's exercises and there's things that you can do to move through this process and conquer this. And I just feel so blessed that I'm sitting in the seat where I can provide this for people. It's unreal. I didn't know whenever I was taking off on this journey, I didn't know that this is where I was going to end up sitting and what I was going to learn. And I didn't know. All I knew is that I had to figure this out for myself. And now that I've walked through the journey, Spirit is like, stop exactly where you are, put your hand out, help them, and then we'll keep going. Because that is my nature. That is part of being a teacher and just wanting new earth, wanting us all to be able to expand. This is about the collective. This is about all of us. And so if you're interested at all, go ahead and click the link below, take a look. I would be honored to take you on this journey. It's such an incredible, beautiful journey, full with empowerment and revelations and epiphanies and coming into a new state of being, remembering who you truly are, remembering your worth at your core. Fuck. It's the most beautiful thing, man. And the reason why it makes me fucking cry and tear up is because it breaks my heart that this matrix has told us that we're less than, that we're not divine, that we're not worthy of anything and everything that we want. That's not true. And the spirit, the divine, is just sitting there waiting for you to turn to it and open yourself up to it. So that way it can pour everything and anything that you want into your life. It's waiting for you. It's inside of you. And it's crazy because when you get to the other side, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that this is here this whole time. This is here this whole time. And I've been the one cutting myself off and blocking myself from this. It's incredible. It's such a sacred journey. It is truly a spiritual journey, returning home to yourself. And I just feel so blessed to be in this position, and I'm so grateful. And if anything, I hope that what you learned from this episode today is that you have the choice to change your beliefs. You have the choice to change the stories with the power of healing, with the power of your mind, and that you are innately worthy. At your core, the exact same amount of worth that you entered this world still exists in this moment, and you are going to leave with it. It never changes, and we are all equal. Our worthiness is across the board. We are all worthy. You just have to decide. That's all you have to do, is decide to do the work. And I'm providing a portal, a space, with everything I could possibly give you and know, because this is such an incredible gift to be able to share with anyone else. So I love you all. Thank you so much for listening. And please just remember how divine you are, how beautiful you are, and how worthy you are of everything in this life that you want. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. Many blessings and so much love from the deepest parts of my heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed that episode. Please subscribe, leave a review, and if this was impactful for you at all, please share it with others. This is how we can help each other. Much love and namaste.